Who's gonna get first? Who's gonna get first? I'll actually start off with Liberty. Oh, Birch got first. Why am I getting that? Birch, congratulations on first. Was good. Gonna be doing a few like short stream things. Oh, I forgot to change my thumbnail on YouTube. Shit. Lizard made me a new thumbnail. Change.
Alpha team.
There we go, much better. Thoughts on the BO7 hood? So, if I'm not mistaken, the BO7 hood that we got to see is like a pre-alpha, or like an alpha thing, and it's generally what the, what's it called? It's what the multiplayer hood is gonna look like. Right? I need live split going on. There we are. I mean, I think for multiplayer hood it looks fine. And if I'm not mistaken, that's not really gonna be... Well, apparently there's different themes you can have for your hood as well. But for, yeah, multiplayer wise, I think it looks pretty clean. No, that'll still be a thing. Like, but obviously you'll be able to change that if you want. I think the armor is always gonna be a thing that you can see. Actually, I'm not sure. I think you can get rid of that in this game anyway. I honestly don't mind the health bars. I don't know. I kind of like knowing how much health zombies have in a game where the health is capped, so you can actually see how much damage you're doing. In something like BO1, BO2, BO3, didn't really need it anyway, since health isn't capped and you know you're gonna be doing fuck all damage like round 50 plus, right? Though, to be fair, it would probably be useful on BO1 for just seeing, you know, how many more bullets you'd need in order to kill a zombie in like the 60s or whatever. If you needed max or something. To see if it'd be worth trying to shoot them or not. But yeah, no, I gotta be honest, I really just don't mind it. Like, it's not like it really looks cluttered either. It looks fine to me. But yeah, as far as like everything else with the hood goes, yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I am I'm interested to see if they like do anything with the themes. Oh, I forgot to buy the pistol. Oh, I like how I'm doing that even though I'm not making the jet gun this game. Yeah, this game actually does look quite nice. I think I've got a new appreciation for the way this game looks after upgrading to a 1440p monitor. BO7, BO6, 100%. It looks like it's gonna feel way more like BO6 than like any other game. But I mean, that only makes sense since it was developed alongside it. That being said, I don't dislike the way BO6 feels to play, right? Like, BO6 had the potential to probably be the hardest high-round zombies game we've had in a while. And they butchered it with OP wonder weapons and unlimited salvage sort of stuff. Like, I didn't even really have a problem with the more revived things. But, yeah. Well, Cold War, in my opinion, feels better to play than BO6. But that's because on Cold War you can train without having to worry about all these fucking special enemies coming your way, right? Reckon that'll end the round? Probably not. But like, if you could train on this game like with, I'd say, ease, it'd be a bit different, I think. I'm very interested in the beta, though, I will say. I have so many questions regarding the beta. Oh, that's not gonna reach. It did? No, it didn't. That was wishful thinking. Shit. Ah, fuck it, I can't be asked for it. We're gonna... Shouldn't take him too long to climb up here, I don't think. Ooh, yeah. This is where things are gonna get a little bit tricky, I think. So, what I'm doing, by the way, for anybody wondering, is I'm playing without any augments on any of my field upgrades, perks, you know, anything that can have an augment. I don't have augments on them. And the reason I'm doing this is, I would imagine, for the beta, they're not going to allow, like, your progress on BO6 to influence the beta, right? That would just be for the main game. And so the beta should be pretty hard. Like, I think they'll let you make progress while in the beta. But I doubt they'll let the progression happen, right? Oh, another thing I'm doing is I'm gonna try my best to not buy any score streaks. What the where'd he go? And I'll only use the ones picked up from the ground. Reason being is, again, if like we are gonna be starting at level 0 and shit, well, we're not gonna have access to score streaks in the crafting table until we reach level 55, or at least like mutant injections. So instead of using score streaks aggressively, you'll have to use them as safety, which is how I think they should be used anyway, really. But yeah, so the way I'm playing here is going to be pretty rough, to say the least. It's not going to be easy. I'm also not using the wonder weapons because I have a feeling that farm isn't going to have an overpowered wonder weapon. And if that's the case, that should mean it should be up to using traps for the most part. And then like your base weapon, Mustang and Sally sort of stuff, to clear up any special enemies that we might get. Though, genuinely, we might not get too many. Oh, I want to try this, by the way. I don't think I've ever used the Grim Reaper before. So is it just like a more expensive war machine? Is that it? Seems like that's what it is. Gotta be honest, if this is the way the game played, this would actually be such a difficult game. Like, who knows if these weapons are actually even gonna be this good as well. The weapons might not even be this good in BO7 off rip. Hi Kat, good morning. How are you doing? I'll probably be trying to mess up my sleep schedule soon, Cat, like today, tomorrow, sort of stuff over the weekend. Hey Barbara. Oh boy. The Thundergun wasn't on D Machine. Wait, why would it have been on D Machine? I can triple pack a punch now. Sean, what's good, by the way? How you doing? Now, for farm, honestly, there's three main things that I need to take into consideration, I think, or for high rounds. The first one is the wonder weapon. If we get some broken wonder weapon, where you can sit in a corner and camp, then farm survival is going to be a joke, right? Simple as that. Even without augments, it depends on how broken the wonder weapon is. But if we only get a ray gun Mark II, sorry, a ray gun or a ray gun Mark II, I can see farm being quite challenging, personally. The second is going to be how the trap works. If you can use that trap and it attracts zombies from halfway across the map and the zombies no longer go after you, then it's going to be very easy. But it also depends on how many traps there are. Because if there's only one of the traps, then cool, you've got that for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and then you've got to wait a minute for the cooldown. Which I would say is relatively balanced. I guess the other thing is elites. As well. Wait, why are you dying, Sean? That's not good. Brought the Wonder Warp back in BO6. Wonder Weapons. I mean, Cold War was a rush job. I am surprised they didn't do it, but at the same time... they probably at least wanted it to be somewhat unique, right? So, hey Kaj, the beta is in 6 days, I think. Holy shit. This shit is pretty rough. Hi Jay, how you doing? You'll never drink it again, bro. I guarantee you'll be drinking in like a week's time. How's the PC though, Sean? Is it all working and stuff? Hopefully it is. I miss you. Why? Hang on. Whoa. Why are you saying you're gonna miss me? Oh, you're leaving for a road trip. What, today? Oh shit. So another weekend where we're not gonna get together on the Sunday to play games. Crazy. Man. Wedding in North Carolina. Well, enjoy. Almost cost £70 since the launch of BO6, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is a problem. Holy shit. There's another one? Is it the same one? You haven't slept because of work, but fuck it, oh my god. So how long are you guys gone for? Is it just the weekend? Yeah. Ow. What's the nuke? Figure out how the capture card inside of it works. Just ordered a new one. You hang on, wait. You ordered a new capture card even though you have a capture card inside your PC. Oh, Sean, you should have just... Oh god. Is it not just... Hang on. So, you've got a capture card in your PC, right? Were you trying to, like, hook it up to a console or something, right? Be back late Sunday, got you. Yeah, ATX power. COD's been £70 since this game came out. I'm afraid. PC was on all your monitors. Are you sure you didn't just need to change the source on your monitor, bro? Like, that probably just means that you had, like, a...
Extra window missed. We'll advise when it reopens.
Like, in order to use a capture card, you do know how to use one, right? So what you do... If the capture card was in your PC, you'd connect the capture card from PC to the console. Or there should be two for the capture card, even. You'd input it to the console, and then you'd use the other part of the capture card into a monitor, which should then display... it should just get you the image of it, really. Like, they should... For mine here... Let's see. Yeah. You'd put the HDMI cable from the console to the input on the capture card, and then you put the output cable to the monitor. And then that should be it. No, Barbara, it's gonna be a bit different from what I've seen and heard. Is that right? Has it only been 20 minutes? Oh, it really has. Input to console, output to monitor, yeah. I'm also gonna switch my field upgrade now to Ether Shroud. Oh, actually, wait, that's a good point. I don't think I'd have Ether Shroud. No, you wouldn't have Ether Shroud unlocked, so never mind. I think Frenzied Guard is one of the first ones you unlock, at least on this game. Actually, to be fair, there's like one or two things that will happen with the beta. They'll either give us like pretty much all the kind of necessities already unlocked, or they'll make us unlock everything. I'm going with the latter. I think they'll make us unlock everything, but we'll see. This should pretty much do now, I think. Capture card was €25. Bro, that sounds like the dodgiest fucking capture card you could ever get. If it only costs €25. Like, I'd be surprised if it could even do the job of a capture card, if I'm being honest. Like, I'd say the minimum I would expect to pay for a capture card is probably 50. But I don't know.
Got a one-way ticket back to base with your name on it.
I gotta drop down after that. Whew. That is pretty rough. Fucking dumbass.
Doesn't tell you how that thing works, but it works. You snooze, you lose. Expo window closed.
Oh boy. Really hope that their health is capped already, but I don't think it is. Let me have a look real quick, Sean. Cheap capture card. How How the fuck does that even work? Oh, it's for cameras and stuff. Okay. Really? Wait, have capture cards just become like super cheap then? That's crazy. You good? Yeah, I think so. Oh, I'm getting a call from a number I don't recognize. So we're just going to let it ring. Fuck them. If it says it can like stream and stuff, that's fine. Did you get ripped off? I swear I'm looking at that same one and it's half the price. I'm pretty sure I'll send you the link to the one I just found, Sean. By the way, the one you showed me, for some reason it has 2 HDMI outputs. It doesn't even say input on one of them. It says output. No, they are 2 different brands actually, but very similar products. But on your thing, what does it say 2 outputs? That's fucking weird. But again, I'd recommend try and use the one that you've got on your PC as well. Like, since you say it's not working, it might be a case of just switching the cables around a little bit. It's a problem. Never noticed that. That's fair. I feel like it's not something you'd really look out for. Chopper gunner, that's nice. I've forgotten where I meant to use this in a particular spot. Maybe here? I'm sorry. Oh. Well, that was terrible. Probably have to go on the roof with it or something. The spot in the first room. What, use the chopper in there? I know about the R6D, but it's the chopper gunner I'm on about, because you want to use the chopper gunner to get a decent amount of kills from like the spawn, basically spawn controlling, while using the chopper gunner so you can get more kills with it. I know about the spot with the R6D, but it doesn't help me using the chopper gunner, I don't think.
Exfil window is opening. sending exfil for now, Alpha. You're on your own.
We've got an abomination though this round, which fucking sucks. And it's all the way there as well. I feel so slow without augments, man. It's actually crazy. The abomination might be the most annoying elite enemy in the game. It's so shit to just wait for the fucking mouths to open up so I can actually deal damage to it. Gotta go. Okay. Oh shit. Bro, if they have the same mechanics in BO7 as BO6, and we don't get like augments and stuff, bro, this shit's gotta be hard, man. The first thing you have to do is just unlock augments for Jug 100%. If you don't unlock augments for Jug, you're screwed. To be honest. By the way, I got a nice little clip of from Milo's stream. Oh shit. Whoops. Alright, let's go back to it. My bad. Oh. So when do you guys set out, Jay? Are you going like now? In an hour or so, goddamn. 11-hour drive. Fucking hell. I could never, man. What the fuck?
Got eyes with the dark ether fields? You're clear from copy.
It kind of blows my mind that like you don't leave your country and then like 11 hours of driving, but I can technically travel to a new country within like 3 hours. Like 2-3 hours of driving. Yeah, but I mean, kind of, whichever direction, like, I was to go, I'd be in a different country. You have to go specifically kind of up. There's no, like, and if you live in the middle of America, like, you're kind of just stuck in America if you drive. Unless you decide to probably drive like 24 hours. That's a mutant injection. For free. Look at that. Ow. I'm gonna try this one last time. Also, why are zombies like bugging out here?
Extraction bird in your AO. Limited time offer.
Let's see how this goes then. Is the spawn control better here? Maybe? Feels like it. Strap ready? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's annoying. Ow. Gotta be careful. I think my goal today will be to get to 100. And then, past that point... that's it really. I don't know. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, they hit fucking hard, man. Bro, why do I feel so tired already? That is not so good. There we go.
I would ask for a break if I didn't suspect that my break would involve another 50 rounds of this.
I forgot they gave quotes to the characters whenever you reach round 50 and 100. I think that's pretty cool. Can you slide on it? Would have been cool if you could slide underneath the truck, to be honest. But oh.
Got a one-way ticket back to base with your name on it.
Oh, well, this sucks. Okay. You gotta run. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's pretty rough. Wait, the fucking guy died?
To refuel.
Oh shit. This insta's gonna be really nice to use.
Half-ass blueprint. Might be worth a search.
I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Holy shit. I genuinely forget how rough this can be. Nice kill. Thanks for the follow. That wasn't round? How was that not the end of the round? Bro, really? See, two of these guys spawn in each round. I mean, it's okay, but still kind of annoying. I'd still much prefer no special enemies, but no special enemies, one elite every 3 to 4 rounds is fine. Yeah, Blast Hawk. Black Ops 7 is looking like it's actually going to be a really good game for zombies. Which is exciting, because BO6 has been dreadful, to be honest. Like, playing BO6 normally is probably one of the most boring fucking zombie games you can actually play for high rounds. And like, mainly cursed. I gotta be honest, I don't know. So, I know a lot of people are gonna be hyped for cursed because, oh my god, the old point system and stuff. But cursed mode will only actually feel like classic mode if it has all the classic features. Driving a car around the map is gonna be fun. I don't really care all too much for all of that. For me, it's always about like the main high round strategy and how that's gonna work, right? But from what we've seen, the wonder weapon looks strong, but it doesn't look like it's going to be crazy OP to the point where you can camp with it forever, right? We'll have to wait and see, because obviously there's probably more than just that as far as wonder weapon goes. Okay, I need to get out of this area. Like, but if that is kind of the main wonder weapon on the map, and the upgrades for it aren't actually too strong, then there's a good chance that you might not be able to just camp with it the whole game. And there's a good chance you might actually have to, I don't know, loop around and, well, you won't have to conserve ammo. Ammo's never a concern when it comes to wonder weapons, unfortunately. Wow. Wait, that's round, I think. Yeah, that is the end of the round. And I can very easily see if there's like a 1 or 2 spawn on Ashes of the Dam. I've forgotten what the map's called. I can see you probably can camp with the wonder weapon, but it still seems like an interesting wonder weapon for sure. And then with survival maps being a thing, I'm honestly not sure what the fuck they're gonna add for survival maps.
Exfil window is opening.
Yeah, no, the new wonder weapon looks really fucking cool. I'm super excited for it. No super sprinters should be in classic mode. Yes, I agree. But I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. But yeah, for the survival mode, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Blasthawk. That's what I'm trying to practice for right now. And the way I'm doing it is by having no augments on my perks, because I'm going to assume that we don't get to, you know, it'll basically reset all our stuff. Just for the beta, that is. And then so using no augments and then playing without a wonder weapon, because we don't know if there is going to be a wonder weapon, really. And then pretty much just using mutant ejections from the things I find on the ground, and then and like not using the crafting table at all. I'm mainly just using them for safety. World record farm round 999 on beta. I can I can guarantee you with probably 90% certainty that that won't happen. One, there's probably going to be some sort of round cap on the beta, like way before 999.
Hey, need to shut down that pickup.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's anywhere from 50 to 100. Or maybe 99. But even if that isn't... Let's say you don't get augments on your perks. Do you know how hard it's going to be? Like, how hard BO7 is going to be without augments? It'll be the same difficulty as BO6. Except... if there's no overpowered wonder weapon, people are going to really struggle in BO7. Like the beta. Like, I don't see people getting to round 100 easily, particularly. But it all depends on the wonder weapon that's in on the map. Directed mode is on Black Ops 6, man. That's just for the Easter egg, and it caps you around. That's not for, like, actual just round-based gameplay. That's just for Easter eggs. Right, yeah, I don't know when we stopped just talking about the beta and switched to that. That was weird. I was just strictly talking about the beta. Oh, okay. Like, I think people will struggle on the beta if there isn't an overpowered wonder weapon. But I think it also depends on if there's two of that saw trap. If there is two of the saw trap, I can see that being very viable for round 100. If there's only the one, that might be a little bit rough, to be honest. I wanted to... Hang on. I want to triple pack this. Not lethal, the spinny thing. What, the traps? Yeah, they will be. But the biggest thing is, how big is the radius for them attracting the zombies? Because they attract the zombies, these traps. So, do they attract the zombies from all over the map? Or is it just a certain radius, so you have to stay close to the trap? How long is the cooldown of the trap, and how long is the trap active for? Will the trap allow for salvage to drop? More than likely, to be honest. Like, there's so many uncertainties. There we go. I might die here. No, we're all good. You denizen being able to eat your salvage is a bit of an L. Yeah, but if they're only out in the fog, that's fine. Because your main place of killing isn't going to be in the fog. It's going to be, It's going to be in just the places of interest. As far as I understood it, but then oh wow, that does like no damage. Are augments really that good? Oh, I don't know. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I don't have melee macchiato at all. I was like, bro, why aren't I one-shotting the fucking zombies with my melee? I don't have melee macchiato at all.
A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the head. Am I right?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it is a one-hit kill still. That's good. That, on the other hand, is not so good. Won't be any manglers in BO7. Wait, do we know that there's no manglers for, like, guaranteed? Oh my god, that does no damage. I was hoping that would actually do a bit of damage, considering I can't fucking do any damage to the abomination myself. Oh my god, this is such a chore, bro. I can't believe they thought this was a good idea. It said no manglers. Okay. Wait, does that mean we just get the zombie and that's it? If that's the case, that's so good. Special enemy spam was like the worst way to add difficulty into zombies, in my opinion. It's one of the laziest, most boring ways of making a game more challenging. Oh, you guys are saying that the game's too easy? Alright. Just spams a million manglers at you. Said they were reducing enemy spam. Yeah, I did hear. I'm gonna have a look at the leaderboard after this round. Yeah, Liberty's not a bad map. I don't know if I wait for the round transition in if there. Oh fuck. I don't know why I'm so tired playing. Yo, Collapse, how you doing? Damn. People are either going to be doing the main quests, or they'll be doing something else. What's that leaderboard for? It's just another zombies event. Kill zombies, do main quests, and you'll get points for doing so. And then depending on your position, you'll get rewards. And now they've apparently started doing emblems for it, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm just practicing for the BO7 beta, so I'm not really playing for that right now. Tessie car is strong. It might be, but we'll see.
Generator fields are hot. Proceed with caution.
Oh wow, I was trying to reach out. Whoops. Yep. I've got no points to do anything actually. Haha. Holy shit. I'll grab. I couldn't find a self revive to save my life. Bro, this game feels so kind of bad without augments though. But augments make it so easy. Well, in fairness, I'm also not using the wonder weapon, which also makes it quite hard. Rounds lasting forever. Where the car? I don't. That's not the way that works, Sean. I'm pretty sure. Rounds only last forever in the fog. Can you not take the car out of the fog? Can you not drive the car into like the place of interest? I'm actually gonna die. Fucking hell, man. Bro, the abomination absolutely fucking blows. Hey, Eisen. Well, that's why I'm just playing without a wonder weapon right now, Eisen, to be honest. That being said, I mean, we won't be having special enemy spam like this on a survival map, so... I don't know, maybe I'm making it way too hard for myself right now. Because this is... this is fucking rough, man. Yeah, I'm under the assumption that they're not going to give us a wonder weapon for farm, other than the Mark II. Like, the Ray Gun and Ray Gun Mark II are probably going to be the only things we get in the beta. Like, even though we're going to have a crafting table, in the beta we're not going to be able to access shit if they lock it behind levels. You heard the Mark II feels bad on BO7. Who the fuck managed to use the Mark II? People would just be grinding Reckoning and high rounds and Tomb probably. Are you on about for the leaderboard event or for when Black Ops 7 beta drops? I'm guessing you're talking about the leaderboard event, right? They're probably, yeah. 100% right. I'm gonna die. Holy shit. You said he felt bad for him. He didn't get past 30. Interesting. Holy shit, guys, I think we'll actually see trap strategies be implemented for like an actual high round strat on BO7. I don't think I'll ever come back and do more 999s on this game. I did one. One was honestly enough. I was thinking about it before BO7 dropped, but I've got nowhere near enough time to grind that much now. Like legit, all it is for all Black Ops 6s for 999 is sit in a corner, use a wonder weapon, and spam it. If you get in trouble, pop a mutant injection, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Like, imagine if this was the main strat for this map. That would have been pretty fucking awesome. Even with, like, being able to mutant injection spam after time. Like, I genuinely... I'm gonna say this right now. I wouldn't mind mutant injection spamming if you had to build up salvage and then you have to expend, like, pretty much all of it in order to do it. Because that way you're getting rid of your safety for speed, in a sense. So, like, if it's a trap strat a little bit similar to this, and then you can mutant injection spam alongside it, Like after you build up enough salvage, I think that's fine. As long as not every map is like that, though. Salvage cap would fix the game. Yeah, that's true. Well... maybe... I don't know. Favorite Black Ops Zombies game? Either BO1 or BO3. It's between them. I got super into practicing strats again on BO1 and it was really fucking fun. An easier thing to do would just be to limit the amount of uses each round. Like limit each score streak to just being able to use 3 per round or something, and then you actually get a variety. Literally all you need to do. Need to stop score streaks drops. I don't think score streak drops are an issue, and they won't be on BO7 anyway, because they'll only be able to be dropped from elites, which will spawn every 3 to 4 rounds, so that's fine. Since they're not going to have any special enemies, at least on the first map. And I don't think they'll have them on survivals either. Well, that fucking hurt. Special. No, that's an elite, Sean. That's not a special enemy. The thing, you can't really limit salvage all that much, really. Just because of, like, if you wanted to upgrade weapons or something, upgrade the rarity of your weapons. Also, like, grabbing new self-revive and stuff like that. Just in general, for, like, swapping out for, like, casual players, it'd be really annoying for them, I'd imagine. Do you know what would be interesting is if they added in a new mechanic for traps to where you could upgrade traps during the game with salvage. Like every time you switch it on, it gives it an extra ability. Or maybe a random ability. So that salvage doesn't just become useless. And for the lead, got you ASX, yeah. Curse mode will still have rarities and salvage. It will not, I don't think. No, I'm actually not too sure. We know it won't have armor. We know it won't have a mini-map. And we know it's going back to the normal point system from BO3. Okay, yeah, we do know it has no rarity then. Okay. Citadel killed BO6 for me. Just seeing the equipment and score streaks being spammed was a killer, yeah. That's fair. At least it's a relic, one of the two. Yeah, it'll either be a relic. So this is the big problem right now with the whole relic thing. Like, it's great and stuff. It's gonna be awesome to like have classic mechanics. But the first thing is we're not gonna have access to all relics from the start of the game. So more relics are going to be added on later down the line. So there can't be a leaderboard for like having all relics on. 2, we don't know how much damage the zombies are going to do to you. Because if they don't cap the... Like, if they don't just have the zombies dealing 50 damage to you, it's not a classic mode. It's just a completely separate mode for BO6 that is, I guess, a challenge mode more than anything, right? And then... Oh, there's one more. I've forgotten. I guess the community will just have to come up with as much of a classic mode as you could possibly do if people were interested in that. So, like, only using the relics that would make it more like classic zombies rather than having it like I don't know, something else. Yeah, I don't know what the whole overheal thing is. But they said that you would, like, overheal would become a staple or something for high rounds on the cursed mode. Which I'm guessing means that they haven't capped the zombies' amount of damage. Which means round 100 plus, they're gonna be dealing 150 damage to you. Like, what? I feel like people... I feel like people have seriously misjudged what cursed mode is gonna be. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think cursed mode is a classic mode at all. There is damage scaling. They already do 50 damage at like around 10 to 15 in BO6, so they'd have to cap it at a low ass round. Yeah, I mean that would be fine because in the classic mode you're not gonna have armor. And like this overheal thing, is it just gonna be a I don't know. Is it just gonna be like an RNG drop? Yeah, right now, if I was to have no armor, by the way, I'm pretty sure zombies do 90 damage to me right now. Which is enough to kill me in 3 hits. Damage increases. Fair the world record on... Right, why are we bringing up BO2 farm on BO7? Like, other than map inspiration, BO2 farm world record has nothing to do with BO7 at all. Like, the whole thing that people were excited for is that this new mode, this cursed mode, is going to feel like classic zombies. Which, if you're going to die in 2 hits, that's not classic zombies. That's a no jug at that point. It's no jug, but if you've still got like zombies hitting you as fast as they do in these modern games, even then, it's still not like a classic no jug game. It's like some fucking other shit, completely. And that's the problem. The community has kind of advertised this as a classic zombies mode, but I feel like people have jumped the gun, and that's not the case. It's gonna be its own mode. Holy shit. Weapon damage, scaling rarity. No, weapon rarity isn't apparently. I can literally look it up right now. We can see right now what it is in the blog. Well, we'll get to know exactly what they have said for it so far. So what they've said for Cursed: take on new experience featuring some legacy mechanics with numerous side quests. Activate relics. Yeah. Tailor-made for the hardcore, crafted for those seeking a more demanding experience. Directly inspired from feedback from the zombies community. I didn't even know that. Only a trustworthy pistol in your hand, no loadout weapons available, no minimap, a classic point system. Okay, so in theory we... Oh wait, hang on. These are the modifiers that we know of so far. A limit of 4 Perca-Colas, removal of ammo caches are just 2 examples. So, to be fair, we don't know about... that yet. Yeah, the weapon rarity system in Salvage might actually still be in the it might actually still be in this. The thing is, Flick, there's probably gonna be a relic that does that, more than likely. But the problem is, they're not gonna... It seems like they haven't tailored the zombies to be different. So you're just not gonna be able to kill the zombies past round 10. Like, it's not going to be fully classic anyway. Like, I've already said this, really. I think Cursed is meant to be its own mode. I don't think it's going to be a classic mode for people who miss out on that. For people who miss that kind of experience. I don't think that's the case at all. Right. I don't have a problem with weapon rarity and stuff at all. I'll be honest. It's really not that big a deal. The only thing I had a problem with is being able to constantly camp in BO6. That's it. You didn't have to move. You would just stay in the same spot, and that's it. You'd get salvage, and you'd spam it. Flick. If you get rid of augments from perks, and you get rid of wonder weapons in Black Ops 6, and you still have the weapon rarity and stuff, BO6 is the hardest zombies game we've ever had from Treyarch. And it's not even close. Like, literally not even close. You get rid of wonder weapons from other games, honestly, you can still play it. You can still play every other Treyarch-made game with relative ease. Black Ops 6, you can't. No, you just didn't listen to what I said at all there, Flick. Like, if you keep the weapon rarity system in the game, and you get rid of the things that actually make this game overpowered, which is the spamming of score streaks from the crafting table, which you can't really do if you're if you don't have augments anyway. So, but it's basically you get rid of augments, probably raise the price of stuff from the crafting table, and then get rid of the wonder weapons or nerf the living shit out of them so you can't just camp with it the whole time. BO6 becomes the hardest zombies experience we've ever had. And it's not even close. What's good, Bappo? Kill streaks are definitely worse than rarities, but at the same time, the whole reason you were able to... Like, look at Citadel, right? Citadel is the one map where you spam the fuck out of score streaks. Do you want to know why you can even do that? It's because of something called Picky Eater, which is an augment on one of the weapons, right? Because what you do is, after you would get out of a mutant injection, you would throw a Casimir on the ground, and like just killing zombies, right? You have a chance with Picky Eater to just get more Casimirs to spawn on the ground. And it was a very high chance of that happening. That's the whole reason you were able to kind of sustain yourself by spamming mutant injections on that map. The whole reason was because of Picky Eater being introduced. I'm not too bad, Bappo. I'm just vibing. Hey, Curable. Congrats. Picky Eater. It is, but they've changed it. They've made it so there's a cooldown on Picky Eater now. As far as I remember reading. Or they've nerfed it in some way. Because I know they've changed a bunch of the augments, so they're not as good as what they once were.
Extraction bird in your AO. Limited time offer.
But yeah, the whole reason mutant injection spams was a massive problem was mainly because of that. Because if you remember Liberty, the whole reason you could mute an injection spam is because you'd use the jet gun to kind of give yourself, well, in order to get the salvage to begin with, then you'd spam the salvage afterwards. And then after spamming the salvage, you'd go back to camping with the jet gun, right? So again, you get rid of the augments, and you get rid of wonder weapons, and then mutant spamming isn't as bad. Because you can't do it as much. And like, genuinely, like I said, I wouldn't mind if we went from, like, if mutant spamming was in the game, if this was the main strategy you had to do. Do you know how hard this would be to do? Especially on like a 5-hit down or something. I've been doing it for a while at this point, Matt, I'll be honest. But like, I don't really understand the whole disdain for the weapon rarity thing. Like, gameplay-wise, weapon rarity doesn't really impact zombies past the setup. To be completely honest with you. The weapon rarity isn't what makes BO6, like, super easy to play. It's just a different way of, like, making the early rounds extended a little bit, I guess. It's like back in the day, you probably wouldn't be able to use weapons really past, what, mid-20s, I guess? Like actually shooting them with the bullets to kill. Whereas on this game, you can probably do it to like 35, 40. But like 50 plus, you're not gonna be doing that for high rounds. That's super inefficient. So I never understand the whole weapon rarity stuff. Other than, oh, it just makes it feel like Warzone. Or something like that, and it's like, okay. Isn't that kind of a good thing in order to get more people interested in zombies? You can't say that about BO7 at the moment. BO7 could end up being harder than some of the older games. Depending on what they do with it. All this is just chill and shoot. What I'm doing now, Flick? Are you insane? I don't think you actually understand how difficult this actually is. And we haven't even gotten to the hard part yet, which is 100 plus. Because at around 100 plus, I am a 5-hit down to zombies right now without augments. What? I'm so lost. What do you mean? What do you... Flick, what are you talking about? Like, I have to focus more on this than some BO1 strats, to be completely honest with you. Like, and if what bothers you is like the damage numbers and the health on stuff, look what you can do. Where is it? Interface, gameplay HUD, presets. You can literally just have nothing if you want. I guess classic. Look at that. You can literally change all of this. Zombie damage numbers off, zombie health bar off, there you go. Doesn't help that it's default as the baseline. Why does that matter? For a way in which you want to play, right? Because right now we're not talking about like getting to the highest round possible. We're talking about what you enjoy as a player. Alright, look at this. I'm gonna die here. Holy shit! That's actually insane. Flick, what are you even talking? What does that even mean? Am I against the type of people that aren't patient? What does that have to do with fucking anything right now? What are you talking about, dude? Bro, I feel like Milo when he was having his fucking crash out, bro. Holy shit. What does a fucking hood change have to do with patience? And also, if what you're talking about patience, but you can't be bothered. By the way, you don't have the patience to go into the settings to change the visuals to be how you want them to be, Flick. What? Like what? What the fuck is wrong with you? What? I don't understand your argument here at all. Because it's not the way you want it by default. That's it. You're gonna throw a hissy fit. Is that it? The hood stuff clutters brain rot? Then switch it off! That's what I've done! God damn, I'm down to my last QR already, by the way. This conversation is brain rot. Bro, I don't understand what your complaint is. It's just that it's not the way you want it by default. But like, why not just change it? Like, if you're on about the gameplay itself, I 100% get that. Because Black Ops 6 gameplay by default is dog shit. But we're talking about with BO7 coming out, there's a chance that BO7 could be hard. Mostly, well, you're not, because right there, what you were talking about was the hood. You were literally directly talking about the hood, which you can there's so much customizability with the hood on Black Ops 6. Like, the hood shouldn't even be a fucking talking point, to be honest. Unless you're on about, oh, it's not a zombie theme, but you weren't talking about that. I 100% get that, and there might be on BO7. We might be getting that back on BO7.
Extraction is ready when you are, Alpha.
No, you can have that stuff out. I'd rather not be that What? Then, yeah, just take it out. What? I'm so lost again. But the thing is, you were talking about how. Right, you don't like the rarity system, but why? Because I know you play high rounds. What impact really does the rarity system have on high rounds at all? I want you to name something that it actually impacts when going for high rounds on Black Ops 6. Like, I'm talking probably 100 plus. I'm dead again. Bro, these little fuckers are so annoying. This is why people didn't run trap strats, by the way. I want that to be known. I'm genuinely gonna die before 100 here. How the fuck did I... Well, to be fair, I did have the jet gun. This is what the difficulty level could be like for BO7, by the way. Though, to be fair, it shouldn't be as difficult as this because of the manglers.
Sorry, Alpha. Exfil heroes needed elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Camping is probably going to be the main thing, though. Didn't see this era of where it is, and you bought BO6 just have regular fun, no grinding rounds, no taking advantage of mechanics. Normal casual shoot and chill, you'd actually have a decent time. Oh, okay. That's a good thing, right? But again, one of your biggest complaints for this game is the fact that there's weapon rarity, which has absolutely no impact on high rounds, other than for killing the big guys, which you'd be able to do anyway by round 50 plus. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't have a gold weapon rarity. Yeah, that's my hope. I'm assuming that we're not gonna get a good window weapon for farm, and so everyone's gonna complain, except for me, because as long as we don't get special enemy spam on the map, which I'm like 90% sure we won't. Constant high infinite damage without the perk. Do you... Right. I have the maxed out weapon right now, Flick. I can maybe kill a zombie if I spam the fuck out of it with my shotgun. But considering how fast zombies spawn, you can't use it really for high rounds. It's mainly used for dealing with these annoying little shits. Which even then, these are harder to kill than what they were on BO3. There we go. My only real concern for farm survival is the fact that people are going to complain that it's too hard. Castro, you still camped on every map on BO6. I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest. The third map was literally just camp with that kind of stuff. Well, weapon rarities just don't impact like a high round game. Again, right, first of all, Flick, again, we don't know if it's going to be there or not. So just writing it off completely is stupid. There's a good chance that if it isn't off by default, that there will be one. There's going to be a relic for it. But I could imagine people will complain about that being a relic and stuff. Or if it was just on the mode by default to not have weapon rarity. Because then weapons won't be doing anything past round 10. Right? Right, so something I do really want to clear up though. I don't think the cursed mode is going to play like classic zombies. Yeah, it might be there, but again, it also might not, and it might be later down the line they get rid of, or sorry, they add in a relic that allows you to get rid of the weapon rarity stuff. So again, like I still don't really get your point. With the old point system, how early can you triple pap? If there is a triple pap, yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they balance stuff for cursed mode, but I don't think I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna lie, Flicker, it just sounds like you're lazy. That's all it is to me. I don't know. Weapon rarity. Well, yeah, he doesn't like score streaks. This is the thing. I can give or take both score streaks and weapon rarity. I just don't care about them, really. And when I say that about score streaks, I mean just the ability of having them. Balancing them is a whole different story. I want these fuckers to be balanced. I'm gonna die if I don't mutant inject here. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, I got my safety back. Sweet. So hopeful for this game. I really want it. See, this is the thing. I want to say I'm 90% sure I'm going to enjoy something on BO7. Even if there's loads of things I hate about the game, I'm almost positive there's one thing I can find that I'll enjoy. That's interesting. What? Something I don't understand. What do people mean when they say artificial difficulty? Isn't all the difficulty in video games artificial anyway? Like, it's the difficulty in games is man-made. Like, it's not like. Well, it's interesting you say that, because Donuts thinks that the older games had artificial difficulty in the sense that when you run out of ammo, you had to change your strat and stuff. Isn't the game making you do something interesting? Well, technically, if you run out of ammo, the game is forcing you to do something else, though, no? Like if you run out of ammo in your wonder weapon, you can't keep doing the strat you were doing before. You either have to switch to a trap strat or you have to do something else entirely. Yeah, but you will eventually run out of ammo. That's what Donut's point was anyway. But like I'm just at the point that like isn't all difficulty artificial? Because isn't it all just made based on what the developers want the difficulty to be like? I gotta run past these. Be things out of your control, like health of the abominations on this map, but you're right, it's still developed that way. Yeah. Like, because technically wouldn't artificial difficulty be like them increasing the amount of damage the zombies do to you? Is that not artificial difficulty? Because at some point you won't be able to run a strat you run because the zombies will just deal too much damage, so you've got to move or something, or do something differently.
Exfil window missed. We'll advise when it reopens.
Four projectiles in my face and be 2 hit. After the 4 projectiles? Yeah, probably. It's just interesting to see the artificial difficulty being said on the other side. Like, what separates artificial difficulty from being natural difficulty in a game? Where's I don't know. Because technically, if we're judging it based off of how zombies used to play and stuff, technically the amount of damage that zombies deal to you isn't artificial difficulty change. Because that never used to be a thing. So them deciding that zombies do more damage the higher in the rounds you are, that's technically artificial difficulty, no? Obviously, mutant spam is artificial difficulty. Spamming more enemies in your face. More high profile enemies, I should say. We've always had like a bunch of zombies thrown at us. Health cap, technically an artificial difficulty change in the sense that it makes the game easier. But again, the thing, you will eventually on the older games run out of ammo, and you will have to do that, right? If like artificial difficulty is where the game forces you to play a certain way, then both versions Like, both types of mechanics have artificial difficulty in their own way. To where really on this game, you can't really train and play without, you can't play without augments and have a good time. Let's put it that way. Well, actually, no. I've had a pretty decent time. You can't get to like 999 doing this shit though, probably. No Jug is 100 health. Did you see that? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was 150 on this game, wasn't it? That's a good point. This is big prob. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm struggling here, like really bad. I'm actually just gonna quit. I've taken, bro, in 2 hours of game time. This is how hard this game would have been without augments, by the way. I just did worse than if I was to play a fucking first room. That's fucking crazy. Man, if like I say, if that's what the fuck, how am I first? Really? Hmm. Oh, by the way, Claps, it will literally be a one hit. With no jug. At least on like around 100 plus. Because zombies at the moment do 150 damage to you if you don't have armor. So with the classic mode where you'll most likely not have armor, yeah, he'll be a one hit down around 100 plus. Which people aren't gonna like. Isn't max damage 19? No, it's zombies do 150 damage to you on 100 plus, no armor. I tested that day one of BO6 coming out, and they haven't changed it. They do 90 from like 50 plus, I think. They could change it in BO7, to be fair, but yeah. Yeah, that's rough, Claps. Yeah, one hit will be fucking rough, to be honest. Yeah, realistic was a bit too rough for me. I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't like having to be on edge 24/7. So I don't think I'll like the new mode at all. But we'll see. I think that'll be me done for today. I might do like one more attempt tomorrow or something. But yeah, I will catch you guys later, chat. Peace.